Act 1, Scene 3, page number 38, line number 41. Enter Antonio. Now Bassanio here introduces Antonio to Shylock. So here Bassanio said, this is Signe Antonio. Signe means gentleman. So he says that he is gentleman Antonio Shylock. Then Shylock, as he looks at Antonio, so he speaks to himself, okay, that he whatever thought he has about Antonio, by looking at him, now he is having in his own mind. So that's why it is written aside. Okay, aside means that is talking to himself. So he says that what Shylock has in his mind, how like a fawning publican he looks. I hate him for he is a Christian. So Shylock said that how like a fawning publican. Fawning means servile and publican means tax collector, Roman tax collector. It is given at the side, point number 42. So he says that how like a servile Roman tax collector he looks, that he doesn't look good, he looks like a tax collector only. I hate him for he is a Christian. Then Shylock thinks about Antonio. He says to himself that I hate him. I hate Antonio for means because. I hate Antonio because he is a Christian. But more, and then he says, but more, that is, but the more reason, that more why I hate him much more is, the reason is for that in low simplicity he lends out money gratis and brings down the rate of usance here with us in Venice. So he says that more than he being a Christian, why I hate him, that for that in low simplicity. Low simplicity means, it is given at the side, point number 44. Low means base and simplicity means foolishness. So he says that like a foolish person, what he does, that is he lends out money gratis, that is he lends money to the others free of interest. 45 number, it is given at the side, gratis, that means free of interest, and usance means interest or money lending. So he says that he lends money to others without charging interest, that is free of interest, and brings down the rate of usance, that is he brings down that because he was not charging interest from the others, whereas the other money lenders who were there in Venice, so they were charging interest. So in this way what Antonio was doing is that by lending money to the others without charging interest, he was decreasing the rate of usance, that is the rate of money lending among the money lenders in Venice. Okay, so this complaint Shylock had for Antonio, that why he hates much more to Antonio. So he said at first that because he is a Christian, and then he said after that that the more reason he has to hate Antonio is that he lends money to the others without charging any interest, that is free of interest, and because of this the rate of interest among the moneylenders in the Venice does not increase, it remains less. If I can catch him once upon the hip. Now Shylock says that if I get one chance also upon his disadvantage, I will feed fat the ancient grudge I bear him. And then he says that I will feed fat the ancient grudge, that is I will satisfy myself, I will be fully gratified to satisfy my grudges whatever I have against him since the long time. Okay, because he has many times done wrong to me, so once I get chance to take any kind of revenge from him, then I will not leave him. He hates our sacred nation. Now what he says, that is he hates our sacred nation, that is he hates our Jewish religion, and he rails even even there where merchants most do congregate. And then he says he rails means abuse, that even he abuses even at the places where our merchants most do congregate, that is where our merchants gather, that is among the merchants he abuses me, and also he hates my sacred nation. Then on me my bargains and my well won thrift. That is, he abuses to whom? He abuses to me, and on my bargains. Bargains means that is on my business dealings, and my well won thrift. My well won thrift means my hard earned money. Okay, so he abuses that, and he also makes fun of all these among the merchants where they gather. Then after this, which he calls interest, cursed be my tribe if I forgive him. Now he says that which he calls interest, that is my hard earned money, my profit which I earn in the business, so he calls it as interest. So cursed be my tribe if I forgive him. And then he says that let curse fell upon my tribe, upon my race, upon my Jewish religion if I forgive him. Then, so this kind of thought he was having in his mind as he looks at Antonio. So Bassanio said, when he saw that Shylock is not saying anything, so Bassanio said, Shylock, do you hear? And then he said that, Shylock, do you hear me? Then Shylock, I am debating of my present store, and by the near guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats. Now what Shylock said, that is Shylock now is trying to pretend that he is not thinking anything bad about Antonio. So he says that I'm debating of my present store. I'm debating means I'm calculating. I'm calculating of my present store. Present store means ready money, that how much money I have in ready with me. I cannot instantly raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats. And then Shylock says that is as much I think I don't have that much of ready cash with me at the present time. I cannot instantly, that is, I cannot immediately raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats. That immediately I cannot arrange for 3,000 ducats and give you. I don't have ready that much cash in my store. So what of that? And then Shylock said himself that what of that? That is, that does not matter at all. Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. And then he says that is, I don't need to worry about it whether I have ready cash with me or not. But what will be there? That Tubal is friend of Shylock, and he also is a Jewish man. So he says that Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew means Jews. Okay, so he says that Tubal, a wealthy Jew of my tribe, of my religion, will furnish me. That is, he will furnish me, he will provide me whatever money I will have less with me. So at present Tubal will provide me, but soft. And then Shylock said, but soft, that is, but wait a little. How many months do you desire? And then he asked, that is, for how many months do you need this money? Then to Antonio Shylock asked that, rest you fair, good Signior. And then he says that, rest you fair, that is a greeting. Now he wishes him, he greets him, he wishes him, and says that, good gentleman, your worship was the last man in our mouths. And then he says that your worship was the last man in our mouth, that is, you were the one about whom we were talking just a moment before. Then Antonio said, Shylock, albeit I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the ripe wants of my friend, I will break a custom. Now Antonio said that Shylock, albeit means although. So he said that Shylock, although I neither lend nor I borrow money by taking nor by giving of excess, that is, nor do I charge interest from anyone, nor I give interest to anyone, yet to supply the ripe wants of my friend, I will break a custom. So he says that is, but at present, in order to provide my friend whatever he wants, I will break my custom. That is, I will break my custom. Which kind of custom he is talking about? That is of giving the interest. So he said that is, though I never give interest to anyone, nor I charge interest from anyone, but at this present moment, as I have to help out my friend Bassanio, so I will break my custom now. Then he says to Bassanio, is he yet possessed? How much he would? And then Antonio asked Bassanio, that is, have you told Shylock that how much money do you want? Then Shylock said, 3,000 ducats. Then Shylock said that yes, he has told me 3,000 ducats. Then Antonio, and for 3 months, that is, yes, he wants 3,000 ducats, and that also for 3 months. Then Shylock replied, I had forgot the 3 months. You told me so. Well then, you bond and let me see but hear you. Methought you said you neither lend nor borrow upon advantage. Then what Shylock said, that I had forgot 3 months. So Shylock said, oh, I had forgotten about your 3 months, that you want 3,000 ducats for 3 months. You told me so, that you had told me about this. Well then, your bond. And then he said that, okay, well then, let me see your bond, that what could be the agreement between both of us, and let me see but hear you. And he said that, let me see. And then he said, but you listen to me. Methought you said you neither lend nor borrow upon advantage. Then Shylock said, that is methought. Methought means, that is, it seems to me, or I think that you have told me that nor you lend money from anyone, nor you borrow money from anyone, nor you lend money to anyone, nor you borrow money from anyone upon advantage, that is, with interest. So up to here we have finished. In the next video we shall continue this.